Hey y'all, this is Dee.
And this is Shelbie.
And we're from Bitch Please. Welcome back to another episode. This is actually episode 30.
Yes! 30 fucking episodes.
30 episodes.
I'm sorry. I know we were told that we should probably stop cursing, but that's hard as shit. That's real hard. But anyways, 30 episodes. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. So excited. So excited.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go.
If you can't tell, we're in really good moods today.
Consistency.
So, yeah, we've been real consistent, girl.
We have been.
It's been dope.
I'm proud of us.
I am too, because
I'm not consistent like that with a lot of shit.
Girl, same. Same.
I'm just being honest.
No, that's...
I try.
I mean,
but here we are.
All you can do is try.
Yeah.
So, before we get started today, how are your screws?
They're good. Yeah, it was a super chill day. I worked. Work was really chill. Got me some cute little waist beads thanks to you. And yeah, I'm just here.
Yeah.
Chilling.
Yeah.
What about you? How's your screws?
My screws are good today.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, my screws are good. I actually had a really good start to the day. I was off today, so that always helps with my mental health.
Yeah.
Always. Yes. But I showered this morning and I lotioned and oiled my entire body, including my feet. I know.
Okay.
I know.
I know.
Thank
they
you.
were like, thank you.
They were like, I put the lotion on. It was like, more.
Girl.
But
there's something about taking care of. Sorry.
No,
there's
seriously.
something about taking care of your feet. Like the other night, I normally do in my single girl shit, I would put Aquaphor all over my feet, and then I put socks on, right? And I leave them on until I go to sleep. I haven't really been doing that a lot lately. And then I did it the other night, and I was like,
you feel like rejuvenated.
God, how great this feels. Yeah, it's great.
It is great. I'm getting a pedicure in 2 weeks.
I need to get my nails done. So bad.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that. But I did all that this morning. I felt good. I cleaned out my entire closet. Yes. I got another bag of stuff that I'm giving away. And I was organizing my stuff, and then I went and got waist beads today, and I could not tell y'all, I feel like the sexiest bitch alive. Yes. I just want to be honest. I just feel super sexy. I feel super cute. I feel super flirty. I'm so happy.
You came in with a little swish.
Yes, girl. I was so excited.
And I was like, okay, I know she's feeling herself
I was feeling myself. So the waist beads, they're from here locally. The place her name's Royalty Essentials, I believe, which honestly, I'll have to look it up again just to make sure I have the right one, but I'll include her stuff in the video. Yeah. Somewhere, either in here or at the end.
Well, I'm glad you had a good day.
Thanks.
We all deserve that.
Yeah. I didn't do everything I was supposed to do, but that's okay.
That's all right.
I have tomorrow. And I'll do it tomorrow.
That is okay.
So.
That is okay. Can we start off by talking about 4th of July and fireworks? Can we start off?
Are they still going off for you too?
Yes. Do y'all not sleep? Do you not go to bed at night and work the next day? Because this has been going on since... Well, the 4th of July.
I don't know. Mine's been going off since the 26th.
I mean, mine started a little bit beforehand, but since the 4th of July, I mean, it's been
I'm annoyed.
Nonstop.
And they've not been the little cutesy they're I'm like, is it?
My fucking windows are rattling
I'm like,
shit.
is this the end?
Are we dying?
Yeah. I was like, I knew it was coming, but I wasn't prepared.
First of all, America is not that great to be fucking popping off fireworks all the time for 2 weeks.
Time out. You get time out. Because what the fuck?
Yeah.
Time
go
out,
to
America.
sleep. Take a nap. Let other people sleep. What's wrong with you?
It's insane. And I know for my area, they're going to be going off for at least another couple of weeks.
No. Go do your thing. Do your 4th of July thing. Cool.
Yeah.
But then shut the fuck up and let people sleep.
And just let people live. We get it. You're all patriotic or whatever. But are you going out to vote? I don't know.
Facts.
You got all this patriotism.
I know. I'm like, please.
Speaking of America, can we talk about this crazy season of America we got going on?
Yes, we can.
How the fuck
are we here? Deidre and I, we try really hard not to be political. And we're going to try very hard not to be political today. But with that being said...
That was a good one. That was good.
With that being said, America's fucking wild right now. wild right now.
I don't like this season.
I'm not a fan.
They need a recast.
They need a whole recast. We need to jump to season 9 where all the bad shit's happened and now everybody's chilling.
Season 11 about to be crazy.
Girl, I cannot handle I can't.
Okay, so this is we can move on after this, but how the hell, actually there's 2 things. The Supreme Court. The fuck are y'all doing?
Facts.
What are y'all doing?
Facts.
How you gonna say it's okay for this whoever is president to do whatever the fuck they please, and that's okay?
Yeah, like you can now be a felon and become president, yet we are not allowing felons to even vote
or get certain jobs. So you mean to tell me we can have a felon be president, but they can't vote for themselves, which is problem one.
We can have we can have a felon be a president, but they can't work at McDonald's. What? Make it make sense.
If you can run the country, you can run you could be CEO at anybody's company. Why you gotta even take it off the job?
Make it make sense.
What's it called? The job application. Whoa.
I was like, description?
Yeah. Take it off the job application. If a felon can be president, then a felon doesn't, there should be no restrictions for any felon.
It's fucking
at all.
Crazy to me.
It is insane. Crazy. And we don't typically try to hop on the political stuff. We try to keep it inside. We talk about it amongst ourselves, but we don't really try to put that out there. But this shit.
But you know what? We were just like, fuck it. We need to talk about it because it's fucking wild.
It is wild.
I just think it's crazy
that,
a whole felon can become a president. And that I think the thing that pisses me off the most about it is that this particular thing was tailored for this particular person.
Right.
You know what I mean? It wasn't in the thoughts of like other people, opening it up to other people to try to be president. No. Laws were passed. Things were passed so that this particular person could get a pass.
Yeah.
It's like catered. And it's like, how are you able to use the government in the system to be able to cater to whatever the fuck you want? Like, that's what's wild to me.
Yeah.
No, that's what's wild to me.
It's scary.
It is
because
terrifying.
you're giving the president of the United States free reign to do whatever they please.
Whatever they please.
In any capacity with no type of anything.
No type of accountability.
No type of accountability.
No consequences.
No consequences. They could just do whatever they please and be like, oh, what, I'm president. The thing that bothers me the most about this whole thing, because it didn't initially seem like it was going to be retroactive, but it sounds like they're going to make it retroactive, which has me concerned. Yeah. Because I'm like, they put this into place recently, but he hasn't been president for years. So... yeah, you know what I mean? It's kind of like he should still have to pay for those things he's convicted of.
Yeah, but because they tailored it to be retroactive.
It shouldn't be, though. If you're making that law and that's a law now. That should not be a law that is being retro dated back to when he was in office.
Exactly.
That's insane.
That's crazy.
I don't like this season of America. I haven't liked the series America in quite some time.
I'm not a fan.
They need a recast. They just need new people.
It's just wild to me. Like, I think like I said, that's the thing that pisses me off the most, is that you are using the government system to forge laws to cater to you and what you want to do, as opposed to thinking about the American people.
Yeah.
And it's really crazy to me, because it's like the president is supposed to be there for the American people.
Well.
And this one and this group of people, I'm not going to say who, everybody can go ahead and assume, but I'm not going to say it because I'm trying to not be political that much. Anyways, so this group of people are using this to tailor to themselves to become more powerful, as opposed to actually being there for the fucking people of America, which is the reason why we elect your bitch asses in the first place. Sorry, I just got real mad.
No,
I got
it's
mad
fine.
because it's frustrating.
It is frustrating. It's frustrating. It's wild. And I mean, I don't personally feel like they've given a fuck about people for a long time. That's just me.
Same.
So, I know that is the plan and that's how it's supposed to be designed, but they don't give a fuck about us, like, for real. Not for real.
Can we just bring Obama back? Can we just change it so that, you could be president longer? And then we reelect him?
That opens up a whole bunch of other shit.
Girl, I just the Obamas was the shit, man. Granted, we had a whole crash, but we were already...
There's a lot of stuff happening.
But we were already into a crash because of the Bush,
administration
and all of that. And it's just blah. Granted, you're going to have some sort of, if this ever goes, if we ever get popular like that, we gonna have some white redneck dude commenting on here and being like, you don't know anything.
And I'd be like, you're right, but also thank you for your viewership.
Fact.
You added to our views. Thank you.
Please watch us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, it bothers me. A lot of stuff bothers me, and like I said, we try to not say anything, but this was a lot.
It's just manipulating the system for personal gain.
And we'll hop back onto this again, but I didn't watch the full debate because I didn't.
I couldn't even stomach to watch it.
I saw pieces of the debate. Yeah. And the pieces that I saw, I was very confused.
Yeah.
Because I was like, how are we talking about this right now? Like something that was said was about the whole thing with abortion and how it should be used and when it should be used and why it shouldn't be used and all this other stuff, right?
Yeah.
So, homeboy was like, old man one was like, well, I don't think it's right. I feel like, after thinking about it some more, we should, in certain cases, they should be allowed to have an abortion. And it's cases of like rape and incest and health of the mother, things like that. All right, cool. His other old homeboy was like, I would, if elected, I'll work to overturn the decision that was on Roe v. Wade. And it's like, bro, you currently in office. What you mean when you get elected? You are there.
You are there.
You are already here. Sorry, I know I'm loud, but like you are already here.
You are already here.
You are in office, bro. You can change the decision.
You can change it.
Y'all were the one. Anyway, all right. So
yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Oh, and can we talk about black jobs?
What is black job? Twitter or X? I'm forever call it Twitter. Fuck that.
Yeah.
Twitter is hilarious.
Oh my God.
I love Twitter.
Has me rolling on the floor fucking
black
laughing.
Jobs. Black Twitter.
They are taking black jobs. What is a black job?
Please
enlighten me.
I wish I could pull up all the ones that were on there. They were so funny. Mm-hmm. But Twitter, the memes and the it's just been funny, and I just love seeing so unserious, and I just love it because it is funny. A lot of the shit that's going on is not funny whatsoever, but the way that Black Twitter comes together and just roast the fuck out of whatever is going on, I love it.
Yeah,
and it has been hilarious. Black jobs
had me weak.
It was this one about trying to find out if my black job is making what the white job's making, and if they could just go ahead and give me that white job pay. I was like, yup.
There it is. There it is.
They've been so funny.
Oh my God, it's been crazy.
But how do you say that out your mouth? Debate, like,
not only that, how do you say that out of your mouth and people support it?
Oh, they were like, yeah, no, that sounds right. Yeah, they're taking black jobs. Like, and people were like, black jobs, absolutely, black jobs.
Black jobs.
And black people was like, what the fuck are black jobs? Do I got a black job? Am I getting black job pay? Like, do I got black job benefits?
Yeah, facts.
Like, if I don't got the black job bennies, sign me up for the white job bennies.
Exactly. Oh my God, that's wild. But I want to go back to talking about the whole felon shit.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Let's just talk about people in general and what happens, going into fucking prison and coming out after.
Yeah.
Like, especially felons when you have a record. Yeah. Like, you're allowing somebody who's a felon to go be president, right? You have utilized the system and manipulated the system so that you can have personal gain and gain more power for yourself. You've done that. Yet actually, like, felons, like, who have had a hard life, got into some fucked up shit, is trying to come out and be rehabilitated and do better, can't do better because you can't get a job, you can't vote, like, and then most of the time they're forced to have to go back out into the streets and go back out to robbing and dealing and doing all this shit because there's no opportunities for you. The moment you have a fucking record, there's no opportunities.
And what I'm kind of hoping, which I'd be surprised if it happened, but I'm kind of hoping that if they do allow for that to actually exist, that they change the way the laws are.
I think
you almost have to.
Yeah.
I mean,
they won't,
but you should,
because they can blatantly manipulate the system and not get in any trouble because they don't have any consequences because they're primarily white people. Let's just be real. Because they are. Because white people don't have consequences. Like, that's just real.
They're starting to get some.
I mean, a little bit. They get a little bit of consequences.
People are trying them. They're like, oh, okay, cool. You want to try other people? Bet. Here are your consequences. Whether it's a face slap, an ass whooping, whatever the fuck.
I love watching those videos.
Girl, oh my God. It is. There's this there's this TikTok and Instagram page, and they have another satisfying racial moment.
I see you sent me that page. I follow it.
That page is so funny. It'd be nothing but like pretty much anybody else other than white people getting their shit back on white people, and that shit be cracking me up.
Oh, it is so funny.
It is so funny.
It's so funny,
and it is so satisfying.
And I don't condone violence. Like
I'm not gonna agree.
I don't condone violence like that. But also,
fuck shit up. No, I'm just playing.
But also, I do enjoy when a rude bitch is getting slapped in the face. Yeah. I just do. I just enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like, how you gonna try to spit on me and you think I'm not gonna do nothing?
Yeah.
I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Have to.
I'm gonna whoop your ass, become a felon, and then go be president.
Why not?
That's the way it's gonna work for me.
Why not?
Because apparently we could do that.
Yeah, it's crazy, but I do. I love the moments that happen and people are like getting like either told about themselves. And
yeah.
Granted, I like, yes, violence is probably not always the best answer, but honestly,
some people need to just get slapped.
They do, but also like, what else can you do? Like, you try to be peaceful, you try to be like calm and collected, you try to approach it logically and try to approach it in a way.
You try to walk away.
You try to walk away, and people keep trying you. At some point, you just gotta fight.
Yeah,
there's no other option.
The way it is.
It's like, I can't do it this way. You're not gonna listen this way. All right, so I'm gonna put my hands on you.
Exactly.
I know that's probably not the adult thing to do, but like, what do you do when you don't have any other options?
I'm gonna put my hands on somebody.
Got to.
Period.
Got to.
Period. You gonna. I mean, I watched this woman spit in this woman's face, thinking nothing was gonna happen. She got her ass whooped.
As she should have.
And then was being like, "Call the police!
I can't believe you touched me, bitch! You spit on me.
You spit on me. That is a felony offense. Like,
yo, if you spit on me,
hold on. I think it is. I think it's.
Oh, I don't know if it is or not. I know during COVID they was trying to do some stuff because they was like, that's you're threatening my life, and I'm like, I mean, yeah, okay.
So spitting on a person is considered battery in the state of Florida. I think other places it can be considered a felony, but in the state of Florida it's battery. But it's like, you're gonna do that to me and you're gonna expect me not to fight you back. Like, I'm gonna fight you. I'm sorry, it's just gonna happen.
I don't know. I feel like spitting is so disrespectful.
So disrespectful.
It's like you can call me all types of names and things like that.
Yeah,
I'll take that. Cool. I won't be happy about it, but I'll take it. But you spit on me,
bro,
like a
hawk too.
Yeah.
Hawk.
Wait, can we talk about that real quick? Yes. My dad sent me something about that, and I was like, "How do you know about that?"
First of all, Missy Elliott did it first.
Let's talk about that.
Missy Elliott did it first. White people always biting on black people's shit. Missy Elliott did it first. That's just that on that. But it's still funny. It's still funny.
Yeah,
because it is.
Yeah, it is funny. But if you draw back and you spitting on me a loogie, I'm fighting you.
We're gonna fucking. I'm gonna
Because you felt bold enough to do that. You can get your ass beat too.
You're gonna get your ass beat.
You have to. Mm-hmm. You have to.
It's just wild. It's wild. But the fact that you have so many people who are currently in prison and convicted, as well as those who are waiting for trial. You know what I'm saying? Like, those that have been convicted and all of that, when they get out and they're trying to actually live a better life, like, granted, there are programs, but like, they're not always that helpful. You don't get good jobs that way. You can't even sometimes go to school if you have a fucking felony offense. Like,
it's on every single application. It doesn't matter if it's for a job, for school, for furniture, for like all types of stuff. Like, there is always that question on there.
Always that question. And it's crazy to me because I'm like, how are you going to send people? They paid their time, but then you still punish them. It's almost like, I'm going to say it.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna say it. It's almost like they want people to go back to prison so that they can continuously make money off of people. So they're like, oh, we're gonna go ahead and attack these socioeconomic like groups of people, which is primarily ethnic, black people, Hispanic people, all of that. We're gonna go ahead and oppress you down to the point where you feel like you ain't got no other options other than to thieve or deal or rob or whatever the fuck you think you have to do to be able to make money and survive and live on the fucking streets how you want to live. You know, some people do it for the thrill, other people do it to survive and actually live a life. You know what I mean? Or prostitution. Let me rephrase that. Not prostitution. I prefer to use sex work. But, you know, do sex work and stuff like that. But yet you send these people into prison. They do their time. They try to come out and be better because they believe the bullshit that you feed in prison. You know, you're going to go out. Here's programs. Here's what you can do to go here, blah, 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 blah. But then they come out and all they can get is construction work, all they can get is work to clean houses,
under the table type of jobs.
On
paper.
Don't get me wrong, like you can probably, even on waitressing jobs, like certain restaurants, you're not going to be able to work out because you're a felon, because you have a record.
Everything. The recidivism rate is insane.
Yeah.
And I was doing my master's program for forensic psychology, and I had to stop because I got frustrated with the fact that a lot of the programs and the things that they have in place for that particular degree, they are too late. They need, a lot of the stuff needs to occur prior to people even being in those situations, and they don't have anything in place for that. And it frustrated me so much, and I was like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this, because every paper I wrote was like, and I just feel like black people, blah, blah, blah. Like, I was always just like, there's so much problems with how this is set up structurally.
It is.
And they don't have any way to fix it, but they're like, well, we need more forensic psychologists. And it's like, no, you guys need more people to take care of the part before this.
Yeah.
Or you have people who are those forensic psychologists to look into the people who are going through these things before they even get to prisons and jails 100%. And all that. But they don't have that.
They don't have that.
They have small things, but they're not as effective.
They have the small things, but it's like, the government doesn't fund those small things like they should be doing, like child protective services and stuff like that. Like, they don't fund that like they're supposed to. They pull that funding, and that funding goes to the police force, which are the reasons why a lot of people are, either are being, shot and killed, or, whatever. I'm sorry. I don't like the police. I'm going to say that. We might get canceled for that shit, but I'm going to say it because I'm not a fan. I don't ever feel comfortable enough. And I can imagine me, light-skinned bitch, who, light-skinned Latina, who does not want to call the fucking police because she's not comfortable, because she doesn't feel like they're actually going to be there to help. 99.9% of the time, it's power-hungry men who are on the fucking force.
And you know what's so crazy about it? I used to get so upset about it because I was like, oh, it's just this type of group of cops. And then I realized it's just like in general.
Yep.
Like, it doesn't matter what they are, if they're white, black, it doesn't even matter. If they are a cop and they have bought into that mindset, they are going to act the same exact way. And I have seen it firsthand where I'm like, bro, like, do you know if you take off this uniform and you go out of state or out of the city in a place they don't know you, they gonna see a black man.
Yeah.
And nothing else.
Nothing else. They don't see a badge.
They don't see nothing else. Like, you are still a black person.
Yeah.
Who is going to be treated the same way as everybody else.
Yeah.
And it's frustrating, and it's sad to see, and it's just the fact that like so much money is being tunneled to them so that they can do what they do, which is kill more people. It's just wild. Like,
it is.
I don't know. The way that this country works is it is functioning off of capitalism.
It is.
It has always been that way. It will continue to be that way. And the thing when you were saying about them kind of funneling those people back into the system to make money is literally it. They want to make money. None of this.
Let's do it.
I feel hesitant to say a lot because there are a lot of privileges to living here in America. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of privileges, and those are not lost upon me.
Yes.
However, there's a lot of things that are fucked right now.
Yeah.
And I can't even say right now. They've been fucked, but like people are starting to kind of see it. Yeah. And that's it's
becoming more sensationalized.
It's become more sensationalized, and I think people are like waking up and being like, wait.
Yeah.
This isn't right. The problem is they don't care about people. They have never cared about people. If you can they care about people in this sense. If you can find a way to make these people make you money, that's how it's going to work. And they will care as much as they can to get money out of you.
Yeah.
That is it. They don't care about your well-being.
That is it.
They don't care about if you're struggling or not. I remember when COVID happened and they was giving us some little stimulus checks, and people in like other countries was like, oh yeah, we get one every week or every whatever the fuck. Yeah. And we was like, we got one in like 6 months, and then we got another one maybe like 6 months later.
Yeah.
And it was money and it was appreciated. Yeah. But like for people who were not working, that didn't help them. I mean, it helped, but like they still couldn't do certain things because they could not afford it, because that check wasn't enough to do anything.
People were becoming evicted, like they were being evicted and
left
stuff.
and right,
especially after they lifted like the thing so that people weren't able to get evicted. Like they were being evicted left and right. It's just crazy. So the thing is like capitalism, socialism, and communism are all economic structures. Here's the thing: a lot of people think that those are government structures. They're not. They're economic structures. They all have the ability to be able to create a flourishing economic what is the word that I'm looking for? Society, like, you know what I mean. Anyways, I lost my train of thought. But they all have that. The thing is that those economic structures end up falling, like socialism and communism, due to government structures, due to the democracy, due to tyrannism, due to or tyrannical lead, due to these things is the reason why. Or oh my god, what the fuck is the other one? Venezuela is like that right now. Yeah. But all of these economic structures are great. Socialism, I think, is a great economic structure. Communism, I think, is also a great economic structure. But then you have these governments that come in, and because I feel like
we're going. Well, apparently, you're all. Let's do it.
I feel like human beings are just naturally greedy.
Oh, for sure.
So I feel like human beings are just naturally greedy, and so we're just going based off of this natural instinct for more. Then you get somebody who's like more on top of like narcissism, on top of like all sorts of crazy shit. You know what I mean? Egotistical people, misogynistic people, people who believe in this. And you get those people and you put them in power, right? You put them in power, and then they're like, how can I take this economic structure and use it to my advantage? Right? Then you have one person who does that, who gets another person on board and another person. Next thing you know, the whole fucking government is like that. And they're utilizing this fucking economic structure to destroy an entire country. Mm-hmm. Socialism, fucking communism. Like communism, the actual like structure for communism, fucking dope. I don't have to pay for shit. Like, I just get what I get and I keep it moving in life. Do you know how great that would be, that I wouldn't have to fucking bust my ass working all the time? You know what I mean? And just have healthcare and have all of this shit. But no, you have people who are in power because, selfish people who are in power that are trying to utilize the system to, gain their own shit.
Yeah. It's fucked.
It's fucked. Sorry, I just went on a whole rant. I'm so sorry.
It's fucked. Like,
it is really so fucked.
It's sad because it's just like, you kind of want better for what's happening, but you can see it happening. Yeah. You're just like, I'm not even sure at this point. You're just kind of like, yeah. How long do I have before I need to leave?
Girl, honestly, it's everywhere.
Oh, no, I know. And that's, we're about to go somewhere weird, but
let's go.
I don't even know if we'll keep this in, but this is when I think about Earth, just Earth in general and all the people that have populated it, and how we are as a people of always pretty much destroying shit around us, and how many times we've gone through that in a cycle. Whether, like, if this Earth that we're currently on is like Earth 75, like, because it's going to get destroyed completely at some point, and it's going to take itself out, and then it'll restart. That's what I'm curious about. How many times has this happened where we have a system set up, a society, everything goes to shit, and then it reforms again, and then it kind of keeps doing this little number of like, I'm curious of like if this is more than one type of thing, if this has been, if we're experiment number 745,
who knows? Who knows? The experiment is failing.
It's failing.
It's not great.
Hit the reset button. That's what it feels like. I feel like we're in either a really fucked game or a really fucked up reality show for like other people to watch, and they're just like, "Yo, this season is crazy.
This season is crazy. What are they about to do now?
Yeah, what are they about to do next? It's like next time on America. Tune in for the bullshit,
girl. It really is. I mean, it's just crazy. I just feel like there's so much that we could do as a people to help each other out. And we all try to rely on our government to be able to do so, but instead we have to rely on each other, and then we don't have the resources to be able to do that, like nonprofit organizations and stuff like that, which granted, they can get grants and stuff like that from the government, but it's pennies. It's pennies.
In the grand scheme, yeah.
In the grand scheme, it is pennies to be able to help some of these people out.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why felons end up going to prison and then ended up going back. Why that, what is the term? Recidivism. Why that is so high. That rate is so fucking high. Because it's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
I've talked to people before where they're like, if I had gotten, because they had done some fucked up shit when they were younger, and they were like, if I had gotten, a record, I would still be out in the street.
like it almost makes it the easiest to just go back. And I know, like, we're not saying that people who get out are not trying to better themselves, or they're not doing, like, there are people who have been able to make it and get a comfortable life and do all of those things.
But it was a struggle.
It's a struggle, and the numbers are very high. They went down for like a hot second, but like they've been very high. That rate of people returning is like insane.
It is.
And it just kind of keeps happening, and it starts a little bit earlier. So now you got people who were maybe in juvie, or if you even want to take it back a little bit before that, you got people where those in those schools. I forgot what they're called. We had one in Cali. It was called ACE.
I was supposed to go to one called Acceleration.
So you have those programs.
Trouble Kids School,
and then you got like then you got juvie, and then you got jail, and you got prison, and it just kind of keeps going.
That school to prison pipeline is crazy.
It just keeps cycling.
Yeah, it just keeps cycling.
Which is so crazy, because you would think about it, like, what would be the best use of a person? In my head, the best use of a person is to have them be out in the world and being able to support, to, in essence, because this is what it seems like the country wants, to stimulate the economy. So you got these people to stimulate the economy. Okay, they do some bad shit, they got to go away and they come back out. They can still stimulate the economy in whatever way, but they make it so hard. So to turn around and be like, you could be president as a felon, but you can't get this job at fucking anywhere. Yeah, you can go ahead and be whole president. You can be president though. Yeah. But just, you can't do this.
Yeah. You could be president if you are a reality TV star. Yeah. And you could become a president. And people will back you on that shit.
When I tell you, it is always so interesting to go to other countries and talk to people and see how they react to the things that are going on here, because they don't think it's real.
They don't think it's real.
We don't either. We don't either.
They don't think it's real. Like when we were in the UK and we were just telling them about some of the stuff going on, they're like, really? Oh, it's not like that. They thought it was like a TV thing.
Yeah, they thought it was like it wasn't real. And it's like, no, this is life for people.
No, this is life for people. This is crazy. Yeah. It is crazy. You know, I don't give a... At this point, I think all government is shit. I'm not a fan of any of it. I want to go live off the grid somewhere.
Same.
I want to go live off the grid somewhere. I don't want to... I'll pay my little bit of taxes that I need to pay, whatever the fuck, even though it doesn't really give me anything. My taxes basically go to the police and the military, so I don't really get to see it in effect. But yeah, I'm just over it. Yeah, they're not out here to help us. They're not gonna. I don't feel like they're here to help us in any way.
I don't feel like that at all. I feel like the more time goes on, the less rights we have. Mm-hmm. The more time goes on, the wilder shit gets. Like the different policies that are getting in place. There's some policies that are trying to be pushed that in some aspects are okay and might be decent, but then other aspects it's like they're gonna be screwing a lot of people.
Yeah,
but it's not really gonna affect the people who are in the top.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But it's don't think we're sitting here being like, woe is us, and like, you know, we just live in such a fucked up we understand that we are in here sitting on the couch in a room with electricity.
There's AC, no bombs going off outside. You know, like, we understand what our privilege is.
Yeah, we definitely, that is not lost on us.
That is not.
But we are upset about what the fuck is happening right now.
Yeah, I mean, it could be better.
Both things can be true. Yes, that shit is also fucked up, and this is also fucked up. It's not lost on us.
Saying something like that is literally being like, well, at least my husband doesn't hit me, even though he's like mentally and verbally abusive to you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's not that bad. But no, I mean, for us having to live here, yes, it's kind of wild, especially women, especially ethnic women, especially black women. We don't have any fucking rights. We don't have the same rights as everybody else.
It's scary.
And they just keep taking that. Like, I don't have the right to be able to make a choice on my body, whether people agree with it or not. You know what I mean? And I try not to touch that in any way, but it's still like we are losing it. Mm-hmm. We're losing rights as women. Because other people think we shouldn't have it. Not just men.
Well, some women as well, because they are also in that thing like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Like, girl.
Yeah.
Did you already go through the change? Is that why you're not concerned?
Exactly.
Like, what's
Did you
happening?
already have your children?
Do you not have kids that are probably going to end up going through something crazy to them? And you know what? There was this episode of the show I watched. I can't remember the show, but I think it was a Black Mirror episode, honestly.
God, I love that show.
And that's a whole thing in itself, because Black Mirror, whoever created that shit, y'all might want to hush, because y'all have been a little bit too on the point. Y'all are
making it too real,
and people are like, okay,
it's upsetting,
but
keep doing it.
There was it's great, and it's hopefully giving people the ideas of like, yes, this is this is how life is, and this is what's going on. This is not just entertainment. There's actually a message in this.
Yeah.
But there was an episode where I think he was like a governor, he might have been a president. He was some type of political power, and he was against like abortions and all this other stuff. And what ended up happening is he raped somebody.
Yeah.
Homegirl got pregnant, and she ended up, I don't remember if she kept it or not. Well, she ended up, I don't know how she did it, but she ended up getting him pregnant.
Oh,
something happened where they like transferred something into him, and he ended up being pregnant. And he was freaking out and was like, I can't have this baby. And they were like, well, why not?
Yeah. Well, now you have to.
You have to have this baby because that's illegal, and this is this and that. And he was like, well, no.
Yeah.
No, because this isn't right, because this and this and this. And they were like, but you just put this in place.
Yeah.
And he was like, screwed.
Yeah.
So it was just very interesting to see that, because it's like, yeah, these are things that maybe don't affect you at the moment, and maybe they don't affect you at all, and maybe never will, but there are people that it does affect.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Even people in your own family that it could potentially affect.
100%.
You just never know what's going to happen.
You never know. You never know what's going to happen. But it's just like, it's crazy to me.
It's crazy. It's
because
frustrating.
if it was reversed, if men were out here getting pregnant, they would have everything under the sun.
There would be free. There would be no taxes on products, on feminine products. There wouldn't be no tax on that if men had periods and cycles and could get pregnant.
Oh, they'd have a year or 2 years of maternity leave.
Oh, they have maternity leave out the wazoo. They would have probably better. Paternity leave would probably be like through the roof.
Yeah,
they'd probably have all types of options and programs and things that they could use for help. There just would be so many different things. And obviously this is a speculation, but I just feel like that would be very true.
Yeah, this is like way left field right now, but there was a just hear me out as I go with this. There was a snake that they just discovered. Just hear me out. Because of evolution, there was a snake that's been giving birth on its own. This snake has been giving birth on its own, and they found it and they discovered it, and it's this one particular breed of snake that's out in the wild, and it's been having clutches, which is what they have are eggs. They have clutches, and it's just been fully fertilized eggs.
By itself. Evolution is crazy.
Evolution is wild. But I was just thinking, I was like, can you imagine if that started happening with evolution with men? Because women are starting to be less and less about having babies. Give it like maybe a good 100, 200 years and see where the fuck that's at. Sorry, this is just where we go. This is actually how our conversations go.
Yeah, we just hop.
When we're chilling. We just hop from one thing to another.
Welcome.
We love that you're still here if you're listening.
Yeah. I would not be surprised if sometime in the future, it just because of how people are evolving. I mean, there's already been things that have been changing with how people are being like made now.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of stuff that's happening.
And
so I wouldn't be surprised, like we talked about before, that Y chromosome getting smaller and smaller and smaller.
It literally is. It is degenerating. Like every single time it's replicated, a small bit of DNA is being chipped away from the Y chromosome. Like if you look at the X chromosome and the Y chromosome, it's like X is like this and the Y is like right here next to it, just like a little bit.
Like, excuse me, I'm here.
Hello.
Hi. So I wouldn't be surprised if one day it caused some things to change. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah.
It would be a weird, I'd probably be very dead before then.
I mean, I would hope, unless we're being reincarnated in some sort of way and we're coming back and we've just relived this life several times already.
I don't know. I feel like I've been here at least a couple of times.
I think I have. I mean, I feel like
not in this time, but I've been here at some point.
I feel old as shit all the time.
Girl, I be looking around like nobody else sees this shit.
I wonder if the reality TV show you were talking about, like maybe they're recycling us.
Yeah.
For like new characters. You know
how on the soap operas.
You know how like sometimes you'll be watching a show and then you'll see one character in the beginning and then like season 10 they reappear but they're a totally different person. Yeah. And you're like, wait a second.
Right, I remember you. That's so and so.
You were in season 1 episode 6.
Yeah.
What are you doing in 10 and being a different person? That's not your name.
That's not your name. Who are you? Girl.
That's not your name.
It does feel like that. It does feel like that, like
how'd we get here?
I don't know.
This is going to be a very interesting episode.
This is going to be a very interesting episode because we did not intend to go on this long of a rant on politics at all.
We don't really like talking politics unless it's like with each other or whatever, but Dee and I share very similar ideals and values, so we can talk about that shit.
Yeah.
And it's chill.
This might not be the episode for y'all because y'all probably be like, they are wrong as fuck, or they think that. That's fine.
Which is cool.
We just want to share our thoughts and opinions. It is our thoughts.
It is our
thoughts. It is our opinions.
And it is our opinions.
You do not have to agree. We're just sharing what we think. And we think this shit is fucked up.
I think it's just crazy. A felon could be president, bro.
I saw that and I was like, wait. And then I sat there, I was like, so he can't vote for himself? That's crazy.
That's crazy. You can be
a president, but you can't vote for yourself to become said president.
Yeah. It's just crazy.
Who thought that was a good idea?
I don't know. I'm just waiting for everything to implode. Oh, honestly.
It's coming.
And I'm just chilling, and that's why I'm just living my life. I buy my little shoes when I want my little shoes. I participate in capitalism because that's what we live in, you know. And it's just like we
don't got much more time left anyway. I might as well enjoy it.
Facts.
And look cute doing it.
You know what? Because let's get real deep real quick. You can take this out if you want, but it's like this earth has been here for so fucking long. I'm not about to be pressed about everything that's going on all the time. I was for a little bit. Like I was for years. I was reading and reading and reading, and I was subscribed to, you know, the New York Times, the Atlantic, the fucking all these different fucking, you know, articles and like news journals and stuff like that, so I could read and keep updated on what's going on. And you know, I still do that, and I still read and stuff like that. But also, I don't have the energy. I just want to run through a fucking field. I want to frolic.
I want to frolic,
bro.
I want to live in the ignorance that, you know, a lot of people live in.
I'm going to die anyways. Why am I gonna shorten my life stressing about what an old white man is trying to do? You know what I mean? When either way I'm gonna be fucked. So because I'm a woman and I have a uterus. Like
I'm a woman, I don't have a uterus, but I do know how that shit feels.
Yeah, but it's still like, it's just crazy to me. So I don't know. It's all crazy. It's all nuts. You know, America season, what are we on? 17?
We're on season, this is America season, this is, wait, hold on. This is the series is America. This is season 7.
Season 7.
They have like America 2023, which was like, okay, 2020 America was wild.
Girl.
But 2024 America season 7, actually 6 and 7 have been real nuts.
This is crazy.
Real nuts.
This has been crazy.
Season 11. Episode, was it 4? When is the voting? The 4th? The 6th?
I think so.
That episode is going to be wild.
God damn.
I'm ready for the next season, the next series, 2025. Yeah. Can we figure it out? Although that's probably not going to be great either.
I think it's all going to end up turning into the Handmaid's Tale.
Yo, and I had to stop watching that show because it was too
much
real.
It was too much for me.
I was like, the first season, maybe the second season, I was like, this is entertaining. Maybe the tail end of the second season, no, the beginning of the third season, I was like, okay,
I gotta stop.
I stopped watching it midway because I was like, this isn't even, I'm not even entertained anymore because this is what's happening.
Yeah.
And at the time it hadn't really taken place, but you could see that it was happening. Yeah. Like you could see it was amping up to do some bullshit.
Yeah.
And here we are.
And it's about to be amping up to do some more bullshit. And you know what? I'm gonna stay inside. I'm gonna mind
my business. We're gonna keep enjoying the time that we have and let that be that. Try not to stress about it. But stuff is not, in the world in general, stuff is bad. Anyway.
We are the problem.
We are the problem. And I think people think like we as humans are just so great and so above everything, and not realizing that we are the cause of so much destruction and death around us. Yep. We are. Yep. Like that is just people being people.
Yeah.
Like and I guess when you think about it in that sense, you're like, maybe I just need to give people a little bit more grace, because people are going to people no matter what happens.
Yeah.
I don't care if we are get terraformed on another goddamn planet.
Yeah.
I guarantee you we will do the same shit we've done in this earth as we do in space.
Yeah.
Like when they're talking about trying to get space stations and shit like that and have people go to different planets, we're gonna fuck that shit up too.
We are gonna fuck
because
that shit up.
We're just people.
Yeah, because we are the dumbest, highest life forms on this planet. We are fucking stupid.
They should have never left us in charge.
Whoever dropped us off, please pick us back up.
Please pick me up. I'm tired. There's this
people making me work shit pay so that I can live while they reap the benefits and make all the money.
I should be in a forest eating berries and shit.
God damn. with like a fucking naked. I just want to be naked.
Naked.
Damn. You know what's really good about 4th of July?
What?
Hot dogs. Give me a glizzy, bro, and I'm happy.
Somebody said, if I show up to a cookout and I'm eating a hot dog and it's a carrot, I'm fighting everybody up in here. I was like,
I saw that.
Yep.
I think Lex sent me that.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I saw it somewhere and I was cracking up.
Weak, bro.
I'm like, yes, because if
I
get a carrot...
will never go to a vegan barbecue and you hand me a fucking burnt carrot and tell me it's a hot dog, I will be mad.
I'm not showing up to a vegan barbecue, first of all.
I will, yeah, no.
Because what? You can't... Barbecue and no. I mean, there's like Slutty Vegan makes some really great food from what I've heard. Yeah. And I'm like, I'll try her shit.
Yeah.
But if it's not coming from Slutty Vegan.
But hot dogs.
Hot dogs.
That's really all I could really end on that's good about America. Hot dogs. And even those, you don't want to dive deep into how those are made. Because I could go on a whole rant about FDA and the meat industry and how we are eating as a fucking people. It's crazy.
The meat industry, we watched one when I was in college. I don't remember what class, one of my bio classes. And it was talking about chicken. Like Tyson's chicken and like some other companies.
I won't buy Tyson's chicken. I don't even like buying Walmart chicken.
I won't buy chicken from Walmart anymore because a few years ago there was this big thing that came out and there was like worms and shit in their chicken. Like all of their chickens were freaking gross. Yeah. And so I was like, I'll never buy. And I actually stopped buying groceries from Walmart unless it's like juice or like things that are like prepackaged, not like meat or anything like that, but like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
I mean, there's shit that I found out in this book that I read. It's called The Family Who Couldn't Sleep. It's about fatal familial insomnia disease, which is a prion disease because I love prions. But they talk about mad cow disease and how that came into effect. And that was due to the way they were producing meat and feeding the other animals. Essentially, animals would die from cancer, from whatever disease they'd have, and they'd ground up that meat and they'd feed that meat back into the animals that they were going to slaughter for food. And people think that eating does nothing to you besides make you get fat, but eating foods and drinking certain things, and especially in excess, can cause all sorts of fucked up shit in your system.
That's why they try to tell people to cleanse and things like that, because your body does build up. There's a lot of bacteria and stuff that are not healthy.
Nope. That
go into those meats and just foods in general. It when you really start thinking about stuff like that, you're like, damn.
Yeah.
But then you're like, convenience wise, I'm gonna eat it. But also, you just can't think too hard into it.
Yeah. No, I know. I mean, you can't think too hard into it. But there was a reason why I stopped eating meat for so long, and it was because of that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, because what they were doing over there in England is the same thing that they were doing here in the U.S. before mad cow disease hit here on a couple places. And then they quote unquote revamped it. But it's primarily corn feed and ground up dead animals is what they feed our livestock.
All right, so we got to end on a lighter note.
You can cut that whole part out if you want.
No, I mean, it was good information, though. But I'll just stop at hot dogs. Hot dogs.
Hot dogs and then us laughing.
All the dark shit we left out.
I cannot wait for this live, y'all. We're about to cut out so much from this fucking episode, but we're still going to leave the juicy bits in.
Yeah.
And
they're not going to see. Oh, yeah.
And when we go live, you about to see the raw, uncut shit of everything.
All the stuff that we took out.
All the not stuff necessarily that we
from
take
this
out.
episode, but from episodes once we start doing live moving forward.
You're about to see all of it. We can't uncut shit. So you're going to hear me go on rants about stupid shit that don't really matter, and Deidre too, but then we get passionate about it and we feel some type of way and we going to rant about it.
This episode, if we're being honest, wasn't supposed to go like this,
It was not supposed to go like this.
At all. But, you know, it's here.
Yeah.
And hopefully it is an enjoyable episode for you. If it's not, well, we got one coming out, you know, next week. So you can tune into that one as well.
Facts.
But, yeah.
Yep. I want to... Let's end on, let's tear the prison system down and, you know. That's what I want to end on. Bye! No, just kidding.
Oh my gosh.
gosh. Anyways, we love y'all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for going through this wild and crazy conversation with us. This is a very raw and real conversation. Whatever Deidre doesn't edit out, I hope you fucking enjoy. We love you very much. We're going to go live starting July 18th. We have that locked down. We're going to start sending out a flyer soon.
Yeah.
We have that locked down. So we're really excited about that. Definitely stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And you know what? If you disagreed with anything that we said, please, by all means, comment and watch the full video while you're at it. So we love you. We appreciate you. Bye.